What's up, guys? So I am here today catching up on some videos, some requests, some comments I've gotten on some. A lot of these relate to like being a guy. And I'm gonna talk about in this video, should your life be enjoyed in sequential or parallel mode? That's the basic premise here. So before we get into this, I do want to tell you that you're going to want to subscribe. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, especially if you're a guy going through some struggles here in life and you're looking for some guidance. That's a lot of what I do on this channel. It builds you that Bulldog mindset that it's going to take to succeed in life. So I got this comment. It says, I want to be very rich in my life. I want to do 12 years of complete celibate hard mode, no fap. Is it better to tackle life sequentially, like say only coding in hard mode, no fap for 12 years, and after that kind of easing on the workload, self-automated business, and starting to approach women in street pickup or night game? I have not that much of a problem talking to women, especially if we have a few seconds of eager eye contact before that, but I struggle to manage sex and work at the same time. Your advice will be highly appreciated. In short, should life be enjoyed in sequential or parallel mode? First thing I'm going to do is be an asshole and call you a liar. Now, I'm sorry to do this, okay, but whenever I get this, it's bullshit, okay? Whenever someone tells me I get along with women well, I have no problem approaching them or talking to women, they're full of shit. It's their biggest insecurity and they're trying to cover it up by saying that that's not the case. Why am I calling you bullshit first? Because the entire premise of what you're suggesting here is based on bullshit. This is not your question. This is not the answer that you want. I bullshit myself all the time. This is why I can see the bullshit. Human beings are like 90% lies, okay? We're like 90% lies, honestly. When I see this, okay, and I see this kind of question, I see it as a need for a validation of a choice that's already made, that's an easier choice, okay? And in fact, this brings me back to Stoic philosophy. I'm doing a series on Seneca. Check out this right now, on Seneca's letters to Lucilius. Okay, go check that out, that playlist. You can watch those. There's like 100-something letters. It'll be in the description below. Subscribe also so you don't miss those. Lucilius is like, look, here, Seneca, you're an awesome teacher. I'm a philosopher. I'm learning so much. But here's the thing. What I really need to do, okay, because I need to like get my shit together. I need to get my career going. And I need to make enough money so that I can really retire and devote myself to philosophy, to study philosophy, before I really get serious into the study of philosophy. And the reason why I need to do that is so that I've got the time, so that I'm secure, so that, you know, I need to take care of this important shit first, and then I'll be able to free myself up to just study philosophy. And here's what Seneca says to him. He's like, no. He's like, no, you're missing it. You got it wrong, my friend. You need philosophy first. You need to make that the priority, because if you do that, then all this other shit that you're trying to do, first of all, you'll be more successful at it. Second of all, you'll realize it doesn't fucking matter. It's not going to make you happier. It's not going to bring you much more joy. It's not going to do what you think it does. So you have the wrong perception, and you're going to be doing it wrong. What happens in life a lot of times is we see something that's difficult, we see a weakness in ourselves, and we do everything we can to avoid. Most guys are really afraid to learn the skills that they need to be able to approach women, to be able to talk to them, to be able to do pickup if they want to do pickup, and to be able to be that kind of sexual man. They're afraid to confront those things, and they're afraid to confront those fears. Here's what they do instead, is they and I know this because they email me, because they tell me, right? They say, look, John, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some no fap bullshit for 12 years. Right? No, they don't, not, you know, this is pretty extreme. But they say, I'm going to just not worry about this right now, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get all buff and ripped and get shredded, get fucking beast mode, okay? And I'm going to make so much money, and I'm going to learn how to dress, and then the women will come to me. And I'm like, first of all, you're missing the point. Like, you're doing all this effort, right? All of this work in order to avoid getting over your fucking fear. Stop being a pussy. Go face rejection. Rejection is hard to face, But face it. Face rejection and keep facing rejection. It doesn't mean once, it doesn't mean 5 times. It means how long it takes until you become inoculated against rejection. So where you're like, fuck rejection, don't fucking care. I do what I want to do. I go after what I want to go after. And then you're going to have success. Let's now, with this operating framework, let's get into your actual question and what's going on here. So the question, comes down to, should life be enjoyed in sequential mode or parallel mode? And I give you the same answer that Seneca gave to Lucilius, okay, about philosophy, which is basically this. You need to be living a holistic life and developing these skills, okay? You got to work on all these areas. And what they do is they create a synergistic effect, okay? And I'll tell you this, and there's plenty of science to back this up. If you start waking up in the morning, going to the gym and developing your body, and you're out of shape, but you become in shape, you start running, you start lifting weights, you start building this incredible physique and physical discipline, guess what's going to most likely happen? And what they've shown in scientific studies that happens is that you're going to build discipline in other areas of your life. You're probably going to get out of debt, you're going to make more money, you're going to be more successful in general, okay? So they're connected. So if I can conquer that, what can I conquer? And I know that, for some of you that might not be an issue, but for a lot of you, that's a really, really big thing. So what am I saying with this? Is parallel mode. Okay, now, there's times when you focus and you hunker down and you work on different things in your life. And again, I'm not suggesting that, and there's phases for deep work and whatnot, but what I'm saying is this, is don't think that you're gonna like build up and make this money and do this stuff and avoid the other shit in your life. No, you do it all. You do it all, right? Grant Cardone is famous for doing this shit and saying this shit, but he fucking does it. He actually does it. He's like 10x everything in your life, right? And people are like, that's bullshit. No, it's synergy. It's synergy. It's synergy. Believe me, I do this, right? Look at the fucking, we're running. I fucking run half marathons and I fucking run every single day and I lift weights and I fucking do the work and I fucking write a book and I do these YouTube videos, right? I do all of these things at once. You just have to understand that you're afraid. And it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to avoid things. It's okay, or to feel that way. It's not okay to keep doing it. Right? You got to change. You got to realize that a lot of what is influencing this rationalization, because your brain rationalizes. It says, I'm afraid to talk to these girls. I'm afraid of being rejected. I'm afraid I'm not good enough. So I'm going to get good enough for 12 fucking years. And then I'll be good enough to do this. Sorry, not good. Become good enough. Take the chances. Allow yourself to be what you are. Grow in every area that you can. Maybe you have some focuses. Of course, you focus on different things, but it's ridiculous to try and do things in complete sequential mode, okay? I think sequential makes sense, but you're also doing other things in parallel. One last thing I want to address with this, I'm all for, quote, NoFap. NoFap by itself is not magical. It's the idea of forcing yourself to go out and find what you want and get what you want by not giving yourself a shortcut. I wouldn't encourage doing a 12-year mode of celibacy and NoFap. No, I would encourage you, if I were to give you advice today, I would say, have it all. Want it all, have it all. Go out there, kill it in fucking business. Get your fucking physique in shape, but don't wait. Go out there and start approaching women. Heck, even if you're not going to do anything with it, just go and develop the skill. Just get out there just to make sure that you're not a fucking pussy, okay? Because most of the time, you're going to find out you are, right? Most of the things, like, we rationalize in our head, we're like, oh, I could totally do this. Or, yeah, if I really tried, bull fucking shit. Because when you do get out there and you really do try it and you're like, oh, shit, it is hard to swim a fucking mile, yeah, then you realize where you actually are. So you need to know where you are. You need to take an honest assessment of that, and you need to grow. You need to improve, and you need to improve in all the areas of your life at the same time. It doesn't mean that you don't have a focus for some period of time, just like, got to build up my delts, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you have to live life in parallel. You cannot live it sequentially, it just doesn't make sense, because you're going to be missing out on the synergistic effect of growing in multiple areas at one time. And that's why I focus on so many things on this channel. All right, that's all I got. Oh, I just hit the mic. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you click the subscribe button. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.